So another snowstorm has hit us. It's a huge front coming in. We're looking at about 14 inches is what they're saying minimum. Last time they told us it was going to be 4 to 8 inches and we got 20. So who knows what this is going to be. I got the tractor out not for plowing snow, but I needed the tractor to lift that snow blower onto the roof of the old cabin. Last year I hand shoveled it. You can see the video on that. I just about killed myself. I was laid up for about 3 days in total back pain after doing it. Not going to happen this year. So I bought a very small, cheap Craftsman snowblower, the cheapest I could find, the smallest I could find to get up there. One for price, and the other was I needed something very light to go on that roof. It's very sketchy up there. As you can see, it's pretty flat. So I got to run across all of that and get that out before it collapses the cabin. Now, the cabin is where my wife has her candle business, and if that collapses, there goes the business. Bye-bye. So what we need to do is get that fixed. Hopefully next summer I'll be able to build the shop, the dream shop that I've been dreaming about for many, many, many years, and been saving up for. But with little expenditures like that snowblower came out of the shop fund. So it just, little things like that just slow you down on the homestead. Just continually picks away at what you're trying to do, these emergencies, so forth. So let's see if we can get this thing going. There's my son walking the dog. Here comes my wife to help out. She's gonna move the tractor. I got my L going on the roof here. Now I can work my way down. This thing does not have automatic drive, so you gotta hand push it. Going down is gonna be a whole lot easier than going up. Trying to get this thing up on top of the ridge or the roof again. If you call it a ridge, it's pretty flat, but just enough grade to really be a pain. Well, the good news is it's not gonna take 3 days to clear this like I did last time with my back and a snow shovel. It's going to take probably one evening, but I'm still going to get a workout, a really good workout. You know, that's what it is in snow country, and I can't emphasize the importance of building the correct roof pitch in snow country. Even if you're going to do a flat roof, you got to reinforce it. The guy that built this cabin did not reinforce the posts and beams holding it together. I had to reinforce it, and yeah, it's a lot of work. I would never build a flat roof in snow country unless it is strongly reinforced. All right, here we go. Back to work. Okay, it took me almost 3 days last year during the worst snowstorm of the season. Has taken me probably maybe an hour and a half. The hardest part is going back up the roof slope. And so what I decided to do is get up to the top and then work my way down and just, you know, come at it just 2 or 3 feet, pull back, come at it 2 or 3 feet, pull back, 2 or 3 feet, pull back, and just work my way across and then work my way down. I found that strategy is a lot better than going all the way down and then trying to go all the way back up. I still have that ridge to go. I'm going to see if I can do it with the snow thrower. If not, I'm just going to shovel it. My son brought the shovel for me up here just for that precarious part right there, and it just drops off. It's kind of hard to tell right there. The other thing I noticed is that when you bury this little guy like this, he tends to sputter and then stop. And the only way to get him running again, as I noticed, is take this, and I know it's all warmed up, but for some reason it wants to go back to choke, almost as if the system is flooded. And so what you want to do is put the choke back on, give it a pull, and then it should work. Okay, I got the choke on now, and now I'm going to go ahead and give it a pull, and then you move it, take the choke off, and it should run. All right, choke's off. Now we're back to business. For some reason, I have to do it that way to get it to run again, otherwise I'll be pulling forever. So if you have one of these little Craftsman, the smallest brand they got, or smallest model, you might want to try that trick, because you'll be pulling forever. Well, the roof is cleared. What took me 3 days last year, off and on, and a back that was pretty much shot for like a week. Took me a couple hours, and a back that's probably going to be shot for about a week. But it's clear, and I don't have to worry about the roof collapsing, and that's a good thing. Cannot wait till we build our dream shop, and I can pull the roof off of that, let the snow just cave into it, and then start cutting it up for firewood later on. That's the plan. Coming into the home, I am welcomed by a very pleasant sight. Here is what I am looking at. So here is my lovely wife. She is making dinner, and a very special dinner indeed. Honey, what is this?
These are brucks.
Brucks. And what it is our Christmas roast, leftover roast with cabbage, some potatoes and carrots, all cooked together. And then what she does is she creates a dough and then pinches it together, just like so. And this is a wonderful, wonderful meal. I gotta tell you, add butter, get a nice warm one, and it is delicious.
There we go. Just like that.
Oh. And there's the pan she cooked up the insides with. Delicious. So, Krista, what is
and there's a bunch of the finished if you want to paint that. That's what they look like.
And here is the finished product. And my wife says she's going to be making probably 32 of these.
Yeah.
Which is, usually I can handle 2. But for special occasions, I like to eat 4. So, Chris, what is Brux? What is a Brux? Or how did you learn to do a Brux? What's the story behind this meal?
Basically, my grandma and grandpa on my dad's side are German from Russia. So they're Russian Germans. Anyway, growing up, Grandma used to make these, and we loved them. And as I got older, and there was more of us, Grandma was needing more help, and so me, my cousins, my mom, we would all go together, and we'd come together and make our brucks. And typically, the bruxes are just onion, cabbage, and roast beef, not the potato and the carrot and the celery. But we decided to use all our fixings from the roast that we just cooked with all the vegetables around it. So my mom said, well, Krista, why don't you just go ahead and mix it all together? My husband thought it was a great idea. It's turning out great. So anyway, so these are, I think, a German, as far as I know, pretty much a German meal. And they're good, but they're just kind of a family tradition thing for my grandma. Yeah.
Delicious.
So hopefully they'll be really yummy. I don't make them very often. This is not something I totally feel like I totally know what I'm doing.
What a great way to end this snowstorm day.
Yeah. And so we should have leftovers. And I was wanting to make a lot because I'm going to try and freeze some and see if you can freeze them. My mom said you could. And so what a great way to have some meals. Just pull them out of the freezer and you got yourself a great meal. So,
excellent.
And there we go.
And that's what I get to eat tonight after working on the roof for 2.5 hours. But it sure beats 3 days.